Hi, this is Martin from Peru. I'm guitar and vocalist from Spectral Souls, death metal band, and we are in fresh roasted metal.
What's up, guys? We are back. It is Fresh Roasted Metal. What is going on? How's everybody doing? Brown Sugar.
Hi, how's it going, guys?
And tonight, our guest co-host are Doug Michael. What's going on?
What's going on? Good to be here again.
Philip, the REVOREDO NEMETH.
What's up?
All right. And special guest tonight is Martin from Spectral Souls from Peru, man. How are you?
Welcome.
Great. Thank you for having me here.
Oh, thank you for being here, friend.
So we did a little research before we sent off the email to ask you to talk with us, and I guess you guys started in 2018.
Yeah.
So tell us the story of how you formed and getting to the record.
Yeah, we were me and the drummer Theo. We were working with another band before 2018, and the band stopped for particular reasons, and we didn't want to stop playing. So I had some previous songs that I wrote. So I talked to Theo and decided begin a new band. So we want to do death metal, that is the music we love. So we started working with him in a couple of songs. And then we decided to continue with the project and start finding a bass player, another guitarist, and a vocalist. So we make some calls, and yes, the project began, and now we are here with a record.
Yeah, a very, very great record. We've been listening to it, man.
Yeah, everything was very, very, very fast that I expected, because probably in 6 months we had a record and we signed with a big label in Netherlands with Hammerhard Records.
Okay.
So, yeah, we got a contract with them, and they were trying to find South American bands, and they called me and offer a contract to work with them. And
that's amazing.
Yeah, they released the album in February next year.
Oh,
yeah,
exciting.
Right.
Yeah.
So are you going to do any touring over there in Europe then after the album release?
I don't know. I hope so. Yeah, we have to wait if the album works in Europe, and if that happens, probably we will have a tour in Europe.
Awesome.
Yes.
They love metal over there, man.
Yes, I was there days ago in some countries in Europe. We had a meeting with the label in Netherlands, and I really, really hope we can do something there, because Europe is a big market for death metal. Also USA, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah, here we have the Maryland Death Metal Fest. That's a big death metal fest over here.
I was there this year.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah.
Oh, you were?
Yes, I was there. When I was there was when the label contacted me when I was in Maryland.
Oh shit!
Oh wow!
Wow, dude, that's pretty cool, man.
Yes, I saw a lot of bands, amazing bands, Monstrosity, Coroner, all the great bands in death metal were there.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah.
I love.
Well, hey man, let's talk about. We were just going over some of your we did the reaction for No More God for Me, and that's the first one we heard from you, and we did the reaction to it. All of us love this one, but me and Philip were talking today about, we were looking at all the song titles, right? And we just started laughing because it seems like to us, like the lyrics are kind of like shorter lyrics, and you focus on the brutalness of the music, but the lyrics are so fucking in your face and smack you, right? That you have to get, like, you hear like Crystal Generation, man. Can you kind of give us your take on that song?
Yeah, my daughter want to kill me because she's a Crystal Generation, you know, and she want to kill me. But no, I wrote every lyrics in the album. I wrote the music and the lyrics, but it's just that what I feel. Everything I feel, it's in the lyrics, and it's about religion. New generations, a politic. It's everything I hate in this world.
Yes. Us too.
Yeah.
Us too.
Yeah. So I try to be honest with the lyrics. Okay. So I don't know. It's just what I feel.
No, and that's really cool, because not only is the music brutal, but the words hit. You know what I mean? So like, the people are going to be very attracted in the beginning to just the music because they're like, oh shit, this is brutal as fuck, right? But then when they pay attention to the lyrics, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what I love. I like that surprise factor from where you first initially hear a song before you actually get to like focus on the lyrics, and you fall in love with it, and then you find that it has like a deeper meaning, and you're like, oh, and it makes you think, and it's great. That's a beautiful thing. And that's the one thing I loved with your music, especially No More God for Me. I was like, yes, that's amazing.
For me, it's very, very important and nice to hear you, because probably not many people read the lyrics, you know?
Oh no, that's we
Yeah, we do.
We do.
Trying to read, you know, and also my English is very bad, so I don't know if the lyrics are okay.
Don't worry, mine is too. My English is terrible.
I suck. I speak 3 languages, so trust me.
It really is. I know all about it. But no, like again, we were just talking about the Crystal Generation, and I look at it when just the words as they hit, you know, the conception and then the perception, but that thing of that, how the role of, and now men are these, it's like weaker. To me, it was like the generation coming up is weaker. They're crystal, they break, they're not ready, you know, where my generation growing up, it's like you had to figure shit out and do this. And those words just in that song and how it hit, to me, that's what it represented to me. The new generation coming up is just, I don't want to say the word, but like wimpified, or I just don't even know. Everyone's like, oh, and it's like, just stop it, you know?
Yeah,
and that's what I took it as.
I grew in the 80s, probably you too. So you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
When I was a kid, it was different.
Right.
Oh yeah.
It was, man. And
we just talked about it.
Yeah.
Brew and I just talked about it and said the 80s, it was like we were on the edge of nuclear war, like we were going to get in a war or something. Like it was such a different time period, but that was daily life, you know, and it was just it was.
Well, we all grew up in the coolest generation for music. That's when metal was invented, pretty much. You had Black Sabbath, and then the
Yes.
early British bands, and that gave rise to the American metal, like all those early Slayer, Metallica, all those great bands.
Yeah. And
And
Philip
that
and I were talking today also, because I said, dude, in metal was always anti-politics, man. It was always anti-politics for me.
Anti-establishment.
And then somewhere along
it was this to politics.
Yes, to everything.
Mhm.
And then somewhere along the lines, man, it started getting kind of weird, man. And so that's why we relate to your lyrics, man.
Absolutely.
That's with the lyrics that you're speaking, since you're from our generation, that's why we're hooking on to this. But it's also the thing for us, and I know for Philip and Doug as well, is we're very spiritual people. So we also try to feel, the music that we listen to, man.
Oh, absolutely.
And we feel it, like
the emotion.
The emotions of it, man. Because we pay attention to, because her and I both, we can feel energy. We feel energies
a lot.
So
especially through music,
Right. Yeah.
So it's like when it's weird. It's kind of like, it's funny. I kind of call it like my spidey sense, but just for music, because like as soon as something hits, it kind of just like pings you, and you're just like, okay, something special about this song, okay, and it makes you want to dig. It like you know how like when you get a song like on loop in your brain and it just won't go out, and you're like, why won't it go out? And then he taught me, he was like, no, you have to go read the lyrics when that shit happens.
Yeah.
So as soon as I started doing that, it's like doors just like open, and I'm like, oh shit, that's what that's about. That's why the song gets stuck, because it's like, pay attention. It's like pinging you, pay attention, find out what it's about. And that's how we connect to music, because you just feel that draw, that pull. And then you have the brutality of the music. And it's just like, you just kind of want to just surround yourself in it and just immerse yourself in it. It's just such a beautiful feeling.
Have you been pulled out of your sleep like that before? Have you been woken up with like song lyrics?
Sorry.
So like if you're asleep, have you ever, woke up and then had song lyrics in your head that you wrote down?
No.
No.
The process is different, because all these things is what I feel usually. So when I have the songs, because I write for the music first, so I sit down and think, so what is bothering me, and start writing. And obviously I write a lot, so then I start put in order every word. It's like I don't know how to say in English, when you put all the pieces in the
like a puzzle.
Like a puzzle.
Just fits.
That's the process. But the lyrics all the time are in my head, because it's what I feel, so I don't have to invent anything. I don't like to write. I don't have anything against people write about fantasy or cosmic things. This is okay, but I think the reality is pretty bad. So you have a lot of options to write music, so I don't fantasy, because reality is worse. So
that's why I said after the pandemic, bands should be coming out with like their best albums, because I would feel like you'd have so much pent up stuff inside that you want to just throw it out on paper, and so
of course. And that's the beauty of music, and especially metal, man, because you can get that point out. With metal, you can get that anger out, that frustration out, and you can just like lay it all on the table and say, here it is. You know what I'm saying? Take a look at this shit. Like, this is what it is. You know what I mean? And that's why I love metal so much, because it just draws everything out of you. And at the same time, it could be so healing and therapeutic,
Absolutely. Absolutely. The aggression.
For us, it's very important, because we don't play or make songs to the people like the songs, let's do this because the people will be crazy. It's because you like it. Just play it. If you like it, it's okay, it's great. But probably the modern music is different,
Right.
Everything is just hits, one song, Spotify, one song, and that's it. people like now everything is fast, fast. The people probably don't listen a complete album. Probably, it's boring for the new generation listen an album like we did.
Yeah, we were talking about that last time, Martine, how nowadays it's all about streaming, and the band's probably better off releasing singles here and there so they can engage their audience more often, but still, you know, do the full album. But you're right. It's not like it used to be. Remember when we were kids, we'd wait, oh, that new Slayer album's coming out. We wait and we get it and listen to the whole
thing. When we were young, we listened all the album.
Oh yes, and looked at the album and looked at the album. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, or stared at the posters.
You have to, when you have a Walkman, you have to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was me. That was me. Everywhere I went, the Walkman. And then if the tape would break or snap or get tied up, then you need to get the pencil and try to pull it. And, dude, we worked hard for our music back in the day. Like for real, we did.
Yeah, I was just telling them the other day when And Justice for All came out, and I was at school in high school, and I knew it was out. I only had a bicycle to ride 3 miles down the road. I had my $10 in my pocket, my Walkman on me, and just riding down there. And I just remember for 2 days flipping that tape over and over and over again, just because it was that right. I mean, it was just, that's what we did. But now attention span, it's this watch one thing, and that the attention span, they can't sit down and listen to a whole album as we did, because that's just what it was. You looked at how the whole album felt, not just one song here, one song there. You know, you want an album to come at you.
That's not me though.
Yeah, that's the same way we used to like a Maiden record. We were talking earlier. You'd have the Maiden record. You sit there and you look at the sleeve, man. You look at the lyrics, and you go through the first. Dude, I used to imagine. I would just lay there and just imagine videos, to these songs in my head, and just create my own world of that. And that's why music like yours, man, it's that generational music. It's that pure death metal shit that we grew up on, man. You know, that's why it's connecting with us, and that's but it's also fresh. It's also fresh.
That's what I was
so that, which is bringing me to the next point of who did the production on the record. Was that you?
Was Adrian, who is the bassman.
It's very, well, at least for my ears.
He's very, he was in charge of that, because it's not my thing. So, but I think he did a great job.
Very good.
Bravo.
Very, very crunchiness.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you are never happy 100%. You know, maybe next time we want more, but
there has to be that point where you have to let go.
Yeah.
You know.
So what about touring, man? So you guys are signed. Are you going to be doing some big tours? Are you going to get to America?
We now we have some dates in Peru, in some cities, Arequipa, Cusco, Machu Picchu, Cusco, Arequipa. And we have a couple more in December here. And supposedly we have to go to Mexico in March for the Total Over Death. But I don't know, because probably will be canceled by the production of the festival. But we don't know yet. We are in the flyer, and it's in March in Mexico. And we have to wait the label, put the record in the market in February, and then we will see if we do a tour.
Nice.
So how's the reaction to the album, man, since it's come out from fans and from critics, whoever?
Everything was really, really fast. I was surprised, because when the album was released, we get emails from Sweden, from Germany, USA. When we put the album in Bandcamp, and many people hear that, in Bandcamp. So people in Denmark, in a lot of countries, were very, very interested in the album. Here, many people got the album and had a lot of good reviews with 5 stars. Was the album of the month in March.
Wow.
Yes, yeah, it was amazing. I didn't believe it.
Well, you know why? Because
It was clear. Yeah.
It's
I
what
don't
you
know
said
what
earlier.
happened.
It's authentic. That's why I think it
Yeah,
comes
probably.
out, and the words and the music, like you said, it's not like you're writing fantasy. This is how you feel. You're playing how you feel through the music. And as metal people, there's an authenticity to that where you just understand that a band is giving you something, that the music is saying something, and the music is punching the lyrics in your face. That's what it does.
I think the band has some feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No? Because it's like when, for example, you have a band when the original members suddenly just is the singer, but it's not the same because
it's the chemistry.
Probably that the band has. I don't know, but probably is that.
Yeah.
I think it's here's what it was for me when we watched No More God for Me, the video. It was a combination of just the crunchiness of the guitar, and then the look of the video, and then the way you guys were dressed, and it's just everything about it was all death metal. So basically that whole video for me summed up what death metal is, man.
Total package.
It's just that's when you listen to death metal, man, that's what it is to me, man. It's just that dirty fucking crunch, man.
Yeah, like I was saying before we started, in that song "No More God for Me," I love the lead guitar. It's wicked. It's so good. I mean, I'm a guitar player too, so I could appreciate it. I can't play like that. How long have you been playing guitar, Martin?
I am playing since when I was 8, I think.
Oh wow, long time.
Yeah. There you go. And Walter, that is the other guitarist, is probably the same, around 10 years old. I don't know. But about the clothes, it's our daily. We dress every day like that. It's not just a video.
Yeah.
No, you can see that.
Yeah.
No,
but that's what
people play. It's Sure, but usually it's my daily clothes. You know.
Of course, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just the whole thing of it. It just was. It's a fucking awesome video. It's an awesome song, man.
Yeah. Thanks. To me, it just kind of struck me like, this is us. This is who we are. Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is me laying it all out. You know what I mean? And that's why we got grabbed by it, because it was authentic. It just felt real, you know, and it just, like I said, it lights you up, you know, it makes you feel some stuff. And I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It goes back to all of our roots. It's the roots where that stuff where you hear it right away when it comes on and you hear the tone of the guitar. It's one of these where you're like, okay, all right, what am I? You know, it's that you kind of sit up and you turn it up and you're just like, let's do this. That's what it makes me feel. And it just comes at you. And I love that. You know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when's the next album, man? You said you're writing all the time. You're writing all the time.
We already have all the songs for the new album.
How many?
We already all the songs for the new album.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
So it's ready.
So
you're ready to go. You're ready to go again.
Yes, we are waiting for the Hammerheart release the album and wait for time, and then we will start working in the studio for the next 10 songs.
I love it. Yeah, so is that going to be there in Peru, or do you think that's going to be in the Netherlands?
I don't know yet. It depends of the label. Would be great doing it in Netherlands, right? But
what an experience that would be. Like it would be for me, like to say like I came from here and then all of a sudden I'm like recording an album in like the Netherlands, like with all that beauty and nature that surrounds you. It's just, that has to be magical, man.
Signing with Hammerheart was amazing because when I opened the website, I saw the band between, I don't know, Tyrion or bands, Cryptosy or bands I like, you know, and we are between them. So it was really weird. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like on that. You're like in that family now, that roster, man. Yeah,
Yes, the roster. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. That's got to be a great feeling.
Well deserved.
I think
well deserved.
the first Peruvian band in metal that signed with a label that like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Like that.
congratulations.
I think this is the bigger label any Peruvian band has signed before.
Oh, well, congrats to you guys, man. That's an amazing thing.
So, man, what are your, obviously it's death metal and that's what you play, but what's your goal? What's your like goals as a band, man? Do you want to just take it as high as you can go?
We want to play in United States, in Europe, in festivals. We want the name of the band be known, you know?
Oh, hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
So it's that. When you hear the song, you say that's Spectral Soul. That's what we want.
Yes. I love that.
Who would be your dream gig to play with, man?
A couple of years, maybe it was Bakken. Maybe.
Okay.
But not now. Not anymore. Probably Maryland is.
Oh, the Maryland Death Metal.
Yeah.
Or death metal.
Death metal. You just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, in France, I don't remember the name of the festival.
Well, don't they have the Dynamo in the Netherlands?
Yeah, there are a lot of.
There's a
lot, you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking of the label. So yeah, I know there's a ton of festivals. We don't get much here, just on the East Coast. I'm in California, and we don't get festivals over here for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. No, we don't have all the fun you guys do.
Yeah, the Maryland Death Metal Fest is legendary, man.
I know
it's
it's
legendary
festival. It's on my bucket list.
Yeah. It is. Me too. Me too. Dude.
If I do die, just take my body with you, you guys.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
Yeah.
So I want to ask Martin. So hold on. When was it that you knew you wanted to play metal?
Sorry.
When was it that you knew you wanted to play metal? When you were learning guitar, and all of a sudden were like, I want to do that.
When I was in high school.
Okay.
It's not high school here, but it's you know, a friend of mine came up with a Iron Maiden album.
Yeah.
Nice.
I usually hear Michael Jackson before that.
Yeah.
The Thriller, Beatles, and everything like that. Yeah. And when I hear that, changed my life.
Yeah.
Same here, man. I was 12 years old. I heard Number of the Beast, and I was like, I never heard music like this before. I need to learn how to do that. You know, that's wild. Yeah. Same here, man. I heard that at music, and I was like, this is the music of the gods. I need to learn how to do this.
Oh, yeah.
That was the starting point, and then I start looking for new bands.
Yeah.
But there was no internet, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about that. You had to go to music stores and the random music stores, and you never knew what they had. And I would just buy stuff I never heard of, but because I knew it was a metal band, because I was just looking for stuff.
Yeah, if you have a friend or family who live in the USA, they usually bring the tapes,
cassettes.
Yeah, the cassettes.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
you played them till they fall apart, man.
Basically. Basically. Or you would record it. You would like copy it onto another cassette.
Yeah.
That way, if one goes bad and you really love it, then you still have another one. You're like, yes, I'm still good. I know. I used to have a whole.
You guys all know each other? Did you know each other before forming the band, or did you kind of build the band with people?
Yes, they are my friends.
Okay, cool.
Before the band, they play also in other bands too.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah.
I love that.
Well, hey, Martin, I want to thank you, man, for taking the time to do this with us, man. And again, man, I'm sorry about the mix-up in the beginning that we had, man.
No problem.
Sorry about that.
Hey, one question that we have, man, and this is our subscribers are called the SGBC, which stands for the Super Galactic Brew Crew. It's just a name that we have for our channel, right? So we are all in the process of speaking and manifesting a barbecue metal fest, right? So when the time comes for us to have our barbecue fest, would you guys be willing to play the barbecue fest?
Oh, that's would be great.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, hell yeah, man. All right, man.
Yeah, we're gonna bring
Yeah.
it over.
So, hey, man, again, thank you. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Any words that you want to say to your fans? Any dates coming up you want to give out?
No, I want to thank all of you because I'm really surprised you love the band. Yeah, and all your words, very, very important to me. So I really appreciate it. So now we are friends now. So
Oh, yeah,
yay.
man. Thank you, man. Family.
Welcome to
Yeah.
the family.
Yeah. Thank you for that, dude. That means a lot, man.
No,
Thank
no,
you.
Yeah.
You
That
are
means a
giving
lot
us
to us.
you are giving us the chance to spread our music, right?
That's
Oh
it.
my
That's
God.
and that's what we're here for. That's what this whole channel is about, is to getting that stuff. Excuse me.
Dude, thank you so much for that, man. That
Yeah.
just like made you just made my whole day. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
man, we
you.
wish you great success, Martin.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And hey,
Absolutely.
man, look, anytime you guys need to promote anything, anytime you want to talk to us, you want to promote, just let us know, man. Hit us up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hit us
We're
up,
happy.
man.
We're more than happy to
All
spread
right,
the
hey,
word.
stick around with us after we log off here so we can talk to you for a second. Doug, any last words?
No, man, just I got to tell you, you know this, Greg and Sugar. For a long time, I just didn't identify with modern music. Like, we grew up on all the great 80s shit. But you guys are introducing me to so much cool, good, new modern music. And these guys, Spectral Souls, man, brutal. I love it.
Yeah.
I dug that track a lot. I want to hear more of it. So
Yeah.
thank you for that.
Thank you.
Philip?
Same here. Just, yeah, there's a lot of us out there that love that sound, and don't be shocked. There's plenty more. And that's why you got a lot of reception, because what you're saying there, a lot of people are feeling. So
Oh,
that resonates with all of us. So keep it up. And I wish you much success. Thank you for joining our family, and keep us posted on anything or any shows in the US if they come up.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Martin.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to also say thank you so much again for your time. Thank you for your art, your music. I can't wait to hear the new stuff that's going to come out.
Yeah.
And we just look forward to having you over here with us, especially for our barbecue fest, now that, you know, we're family. But seriously, thank you so much for your time. We absolutely appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you for your music, and thank you for just being cool to us, man. You're a good person, man. So here's to the future, man. Let's give it up to
Yeah.
Spectral Souls.
Yeah.
All right, guys, and this is
Keep it loud and heavy.
That's right, man. And this is the end of this week's episode of Fresh Roasted Metal. We will see you next week. Take care. Peace out.